When a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Hello, and welcome to another wonderful edition of the Otter's Den with your hosts, Keith and Joni.
How are you?
Short, blonde, and purdy.
You're what? Short, blonde, and dirty?
Purdy.
Oh, I think you said dirty.
Well, probably. I didn't get to take a shower after I got home from work, so I'm probably purdy dirty.
Purdy dirty. We need a puppy update.
She is, for what she went through, she's doing all right, but she's still got some struggles. Got the pain thing. It's going to take quite a while to heal. She's doing okay. She's trying to start to use it. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? But it's still pretty painful for her. Eventually she's going to be okay, but they had to literally shave the ball off the hip joint, and over time scar tissue builds up in there and kind of makes a new fake one. That takes a while. So we're just going to take it one day at a time and try to get her to do her physical therapy, which she does not like at all. At all.
I can't imagine a poor little pup. Poor little puppy getting physical therapy.
We got it. We got to do puppy squats, sit, stand. And then we go in the backyard with leash and we do figure eights, certain number of figure eights, walks, stuff like that. Supposed to massage the muscles around the incision.
Okay.
Yeah. Try that.
Yeah. You do that to a person and see where it gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sore. No.
Yeah.
No.
Like therapy. But she's going to be okay eventually. So.
God love her heart. Well, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Hey, Linda, Donna, how you doing?
I wonder why I can't see. Can I hit the chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay. Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Miss Donna. Hi, Miss Renee.
Hi, Renee.
We've got some exciting astrology. January, did you notice January was kind of, I hate to say this, kind of boring? Not boring. Astrologically, it was too many. There were so many trines.
Yeah.
Not a lot of squares. Not a lot of hard aspects. And Linda says, I'll take boring. I know, me too. You're right. You're right. Well, guess what, everybody? The boring is over. We're ready. We're getting ready to rock and roll. We're getting ready to fasten the seatbelts again.
Let's do it. Today, there was so much light energy coming down. I was buzzing all day. I could feel it. And then, when I was scrolling Facebook, I got the verification of that. A couple other readers, put out, hey, this is what's happening right now because of this, this, and this. So if you had a little anxiety going, a little extra energy, static electricity, you're buzzing. That's we got hit with light coach today. So upgrades is coming. Upgrades is coming. Get ready.
From an astrological standpoint, we're here's the galaxy, and we went through a bunch of stuff. Like every 12,000 years, we shift. Of course, age of Aquarius, age of Pisces.
Yeah.
We've got our tippy baby toe, so teeny weeny bit in age of Aquarius. So we're going through a lot of residual Pisces crap.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff is coming up to get cleared. A lot of repeating cycles, a lot of buried feelings, buried memories, emotions. So if it comes up, it's okay to sit down and feel it. Because if you don't feel it, you're not going to accept it. If you don't accept it, you're not going to recognize it and work through it so you can shed it and make some room for some better stuff to come in. You got to do the work. I sat down most of January. January was a very long year.
Yeah.
January was really a very long year.
It was tough for Scorpios. And the thing about it is when you have Pluto energy going on, okay, Pluto is the underworld. It's the Grim Reaper. Pluto is the darkness. In any time in January, as much as I love my Capricorns, they're funny, they're workers, but it's when you get Earth energy and you go through an Earth sign, it's a little bit heavier of an energy.
Earth's heavy.
Earth is heavy. And then when we're going through Pluto shifting, you've got Pluto shifting out into Aquarius from another Earth sign.
Yes.
A lot of January, there was very little water. We got to have water signs. We got to have air signs. We got to have fire. And we have to have earth. But it's got to be balanced.
Yeah, because if you got too much water and not enough earth, you get mud.
That's right.
And it splashes all over you, and you're covered in mud, walking around trying to function.
Yeah. And you have no emotions. And no, you're too emotional. But it's just, and right now what's going on is, what's funny is, and I'll give a personal story, and I don't think they'll mind, but Matt's daddy has gone through health issues. So of course, whenever somebody has surgery or health issues, I always pull up their chart. And of course, Pluto is transiting, guess where? 6th house of health. Well, he had surgery today. We're over in 1 degree of Aquarius. He had brain surgery. He's going to be okay because it got shifted out of that 6th house.
That's awesome.
Thank God.
Awesome. Yes.
So,
and that's something I was going to bring up is if you're supposed to be sitting down looking at things and you don't do it, the universe will sit you down.
Yeah.
Universe will sit you down in whatever way it needs to.
Yes.
In order to do it. Your car will break down. You can't go to work today. You get sick. You fall down, break your leg. It don't care. It's going to make you sit down and look at things. So it's best if you do it on your own.
And Pluto's all about power too. So Pluto wants the power. In a mundane thing, it is, it's the swamp. It's what we don't want to see. It's like that in our own lives too. And it just shifted into Aquarius. So there could be a lot of things that you didn't see before, and now you're seeing them, and you're like, what?
Yes, especially in our government there's stuff coming out that a lot of people don't want
Huge,
to admit to and see, but here it
huge,
is. Here it is.
huge.
See it?
And
It was real.
what's and it shifted in the United States chart because even countries have birth charts, natal charts,
Yes.
into the house of media communications. So they are getting Plutoed.
Even the ones that didn't like to tell that one thing. How do you spell that? Truth. They
Oh,
are having to now. They are having to eat crow and admit and report on things that they don't want to report on,
no.
because they said for so long this is not happening. This is not, and all of a sudden here it is.
Yeah.
There ain't no more hiding it.
Yeah, it's
Ain't no more.
huge. It's going to be huge here. We are going to start with this Pluto in Aquarius, where it's at in that third house. You know, like the airplane issue. Remember, we had airplane issues and all
Yeah.
the windows or doors popped off and all that crap.
Yep.
I mean, your third house is what else is it? Communications, it's media, it's neighborhoods, short trips within neighborhoods, within areas. I mean, it rules a lot more, but you know, we're going to see it. We're going to see the shift, and it's at
Yes.
0 degrees.
The beginning. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning, people.
Yeah. Just
Don't look at my bald spot.
and the thing about it is, what's going on now is we haven't had this for like 220 years. Mercury and Pluto are together in Aquarius. Mercury sees Pluto every year, but in Aquarius, like 220 years or so, we haven't seen this.
We have gone through so many times and patterns that haven't happened for that amount of time. We came back here for a purpose, for a reason.
Yeah.
To be here to help people during these changes. And even if all we can do is help one person at a time.
Yep.
Do it. Because some of these, I've said this before, some of these people that refuse to believe the truth are now having to believe the truth, and it is just going to rock their world. They're not going to be able to handle it. They're not going to know what to do. They're going to need some help.
Well, now is not the time to put your head in the sand and cry love and light. It's not the time to do it.
No.
Be aware of what's going on, and you pay attention.
Yes.
Because it's not love and light. Everything's okay. No, it's not. And that's why we've got astrology. We've got the energy. Use it to our advantage. Use it for a positive.
Yes. That's one thing. Light workers. Love and light. Always love and light. No.
It's
if all you're doing is preaching love and light, you ain't a light worker, because a light worker has to be able to work in the dark as well.
That's right.
Because a lot of the people you are working with are in the dark, and they need to see what the light. So you need to understand the process of sitting in the dark, going through your stuff.
That's right.
Caught myself, and finding your own light.
Well,
so if you're talking a coach, light worker, healer, whatever, and all they do is preach about light, love, and light, and love, and light,
run.
Have a great day.
Yeah, because and that's another thing with Saturn in Pisces. It shifted. If you remember when Saturn moved into Pisces, and Pisces is the occult. It is mysticism. It's all of those things. It's the occult. Yes. It's spirituality, and Pluto is the planet of karma. It will bring out grifters like we've never seen before, and that includes readers and so
scammers,
grifters, scammers, It's all they're getting chopped. So there's a lot of things going on, and like this Mercury Pluto on a normal front, like with your everyday life, your mind is going to be very, very sharp. You're gonna want to know the truth. Gonna want to get to the bottom of things, because that's what Pluto does.
Yes.
Pluto digs and digs. That's Scorpio. They will dig and dig until they get to the truth.
Yes. Even if they have to wait 5 years for it, we will find it eventually.
Oh, you will. And you will remember and call out everybody because you remember that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a very, very strong, heavy transit, even though it's in Aquarius, because the mind is going 100 miles an hour.
Yes. Oh, that's an understatement. This mind, that is an understatement on how fast this thing thinks all day, every day. Even when I'm sleeping, it is running, trying to figure things out, looking for answers. And hang on one second real quick.
Well,
for anybody showing up as a Facebook user, I put the link in the chat. If you click that, hit a couple more links, that will allow us to see who you are. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And all planets are what right now? Direct.
Yes.
What are we supposed to do when they go direct? We're supposed to look at what they shown us when they were in retrograde.
That's right.
Which sometimes requires what? Sitting, thinking, accepting, feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know they were all direct. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all direct. Yeah, Linda, you're good.
What does it, so Howie says, what
does
it mean?
Could happen. I'm Scorpio and Aquarius in Aquarius.
Yeah. Yeah, your sun is in Aquarius. Your moon is in Scorpio, which is your emotional state, which is, what is the moon rule? The moon rules your emotions. Scorpio. So that means intensity. Get to the bottom of things. Don't lie to you, because if you catch somebody lying, it's over, Howie. It's over. No, absolutely not. It doesn't mean you're screwed. It means you're very well balanced.
What it means is going to think, hang on, words are hard. What it means is, as things come up in your day-to-day grind, as things come up from your past, you're going to feel them more deeply right now in order to get through them and heal them. So, Mr. Ed, you might need to take a seat. Not saying you'll have to, but if stuff starts coming back up to work on, we got ears, just saying. You know, we've been through this.
Well, and the thing about it is, right now we're going through another big transit, which is one of the best of the year that I really like this one. Chiron, which is the wounded healer. However, it's wisdom.
Yes.
It's wisdom that we get through healing and being wounded, whether it's in incarnation karma or whether it's something that we've done here. They are together. They are together. So that means destiny. There's going to be a lot of healing with ancestral stuff because it's destiny.
Yeah. And Chiron is also direct.
Yes. And it's where, and we've got Venus coming into the mix this week. And that brings up old relationships with this North Node and Chiron. So here you go. Go lock the door.
It's too late. It already happened.
See? But it's a wonderful, wonderful transit for healing, and things do have a tendency to resurface, and it's destiny. But Howie, you've got a Leo rising. It's a great balance. It's wonderful. But that moon in Scorpio can be emotions a little bit over the top sometimes.
Yeah. And
With Scorpio.
your
Scorpio's
Scorpio.
intense.
Yes, very. We have the unique ability of sitting here looking like there ain't nothing wrong with us. And we are so deep in our feelings, we are covered in 10 miles of concrete.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna let you know. That's our secret. Because we're working on things. And at that time, we don't want any help with that. We want to look at it ourselves right now. And when we're ready to talk about it, we will say, hey, can I talk to you? I need some advice. I need some help. I need to discuss something with you. But
Howie says he's already been told to you see. Well, you mean sit down with issues and work on your dark stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean when you say take a seat and look at yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at who we look at people.
Yeah, you just got to look at things.
We look at other people. And even when we don't look at other, hang on, words. It's
Scorpios look through people.
We
They know grifters. Scorpios know a grifter.
Okay. When you look at somebody, your friend, you see what they're doing, you don't agree with it, you judge them, say they shouldn't do that, whatever. You need to do that with yourself, with your past self, with your future self, with your present self. That's what you need to do. You need to look within you. Okay, through my life, what have I done to get to this day? And why do I feel the way I feel on this day in this now moment? You need to look at yourself.
Yeah.
Others may have had some influence. However, you allowed them to have that influence. Who is the common denominator in everything?
You sound like Greg. You sound like Greg.
You are.
Oh my God, Greg, it's a Joni. Stop it. Who is the common denominator in all of this? And I'm like, the cat. He's like, stop it. Who is it's you. And I'm like, no, I think it's this one or that one. He was so funny. That's a Scorpio. That's how Scorpios look at things.
Yeah. And the most important person that I have ever had to judge is me.
I think that's true of everybody. Sure.
And when I looked at myself, I did not like who I used to be. I didn't say it.
Right.
I was.
Accountability is tough.
Yeah. I still catch myself to this day almost starting certain behaviors. Like, no, that's old thinking. You need to catch yourself. You need to get yourself back to where you want to be. And that's where you need to stay. But when you are in a pattern for 40 plus years,
it's tough.
It takes time to retrain that brain, retrain those thought patterns, retrain those habits.
Yes.
And if you have had somebody for years telling you you're not worth anything, you're no good, you can't do this, you have to retrain your brain to let you know that you can if you try. And if you try and you don't succeed on the first time, guess what? You learned. Try again. You can start again with experience.
Well, and the thing about a Scorpio as well is they have to learn to let go of things people that have hurt them. They have to learn to let it go. Like Frozen, because Scorpios hang on to a lot. They hang on to a lot of things that hurt them.
We do. Let me give you an example. And if anybody wants to crucify me for this,
Uh-oh.
Take a relationship. Take my first wife.
Yeah.
We had a lot of issues between us. We divorced. We did not like each other for a long time. However, we eventually learned to at least get along for our children, for the concerts and Boy Scout meetings and what have you. And over time,
Yeah.
grew as people. I grew, she grew. I healed. Hope she has. Um, but we were able to have that talk once I got that thing out of me, and both of us have a lot more understanding now of what happened. Now, people ask me, "Do you still love her?" Well, sure I do.
Right.
How can you still love her? Well, she's the mother of my kids.
Right.
She was my friend,
Right.
you know, and we got to be friends again. You love your friends. There are two people that I do not want to have anything to do with ever again. I'm not going to say who they are.
Okay.
You know. But a Scorpio will always love somebody that they love. That love can change versions, but that love is still there. That does not mean they love whoever they're with now any less.
Right. They love more and more passionately and stronger and harder than any zodiac sign.
And sometimes we have a hard time showing it because we're just here. I
Well,
feel it. It's right here. I just have a hard time showing it.
and you have a hard time expressing it
Mm-hmm.
because that's secret. That's not for people to see. And you've got to trust them before they can see it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
to lose a Scorpio's trust, you have lost probably one of your best friends in the whole world because there's no going back.
No, you're done.
You're done.
You are done. Once you lose a Scorpio's trust, it's number one. It's all for me. I'm out for myself. Working on changing that, but it's not a lie. You know, a friend lies to you, does something really bad to you, lies about it. I think we're done.
Here's,
I think we're done.
and then the Aquarium pops in and deletes the heart of pain of love. That's the Leo too. The Leo is the heart.
Yes.
You know, God love the Leos too.
Perfect, Donna. Thank you for that. Scorpios don't let go. They transform things into something else. That is perfect.
Spot on. But a true Scorpio transforms for the good, not for the darkness.
No. And you got to figure out which level of Scorpio you're dealing with.
Right. You don't deal with the lower vibers.
No.
They stalk you.
You want one hell of a relationship, find yourself an ascendant Scorpio.
That's true. They're very loyal. Very, very loyal. They're loyal. But the intensity this week with Pluto, here's a little bit biblical. I'll give you some biblical astrologies. How's that? No, it's not even biblical. It'll be spiritual because this is tradition before the Bible was recorded. But Mercury and Pluto together, Mercury is non-gender. Okay, so we've got like Venus is definitely feminine. We've got Mars is definitely masculine. Mercury is neither nor. Okay. Mercury is the communicator, the trickster, the gatekeeper, the trickster. So Mercury is very in play with Pluto right now. So Mercury was one of the very few that could get to the underworld with Pluto. Okay. So back like let's say, for example, African tradition, he is called Eshu. But in astrology, it's Mercury. Eshu is the gatekeeper. To get to the Father, you have to go through the Sun. So, of course, this is stuff that comes out 3,000 and 4,000 years before Christ. It was just that the Christians recorded it.
Yeah.
And it's all the same players back through the ancient traditions.
Same ideas,
But
same basis.
it's the same players, same characters. It's the same people. It was the son. I mean, not meaning son, but the son, not daughter. But so Mercury's in there. So sometimes you got to be careful because Mercury can be the trickster. So when it's with Pluto, it's the intensity more. So these two together are very, very intense. Well, what are they in? They're in Aquarius. What is Aquarius? Aquarius stands for the collective. It's not about me, me, me. You want to get an Aquarian like off the rocker. Keep talking about yourself because an Aquarian is about everybody else. It's true. So our society has now shifted over into the collective and human and being kind and humanity. And the more that you'll see me talk, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I mean,
because that's where the Aquarian energy is.
We're
It's
coming
humanity.
up on a time where we're having new medical techniques and
Absolutely.
machines that are going. They're already available, but
we're going to have cars that
more
fly. The cars are going to be flying
available.
because it's Aquarius.
The technology is going to spike, which is going to help humanity.
Mm-hmm.
There may be some changes to deal with. Let them flow. It'll be okay. But we also have to look at what's happening around us. You mentioned humanitarian.
Yes.
Okay, that long line down south.
Yeah.
Where they have a FENCE.
It's not humanitarian at all right now.
It's not. And I'm going to say, let me think of how to say this. People say having the new FENCE that was just put up with the stuff on top, is it nice? But it ain't going to bother you if you don't climb the fence. You want to come here? Knock on our door.
That's right.
Say, hey, come in the right way. I have no issue with that.
Nobody does. Nobody does. No one does.
Coming in, and it affects you, even though you don't think it does. It affects you financially. It affects your health.
Yes.
It affects a lot of things if you think about it. We have people from all over the country heading to Texas.
They were just there.
Eclipses are going to cross in one town.
Right at Eagle Pass.
Right on that FENCE. That is astrology.
Yeah.
And hey, you need to pay attention to this.
That, it's Aries.
Too.
It's Aries. It's an Aries.
Yes. And I mean, the hair standing up in my arms just thinking about it. Spirit saying that you need to get this out. You need to let people know that this area needs to be watched. Keep an eye on what's happening. I know people don't like watching the news. I don't like watching the news anymore, but you need to keep up on what's going on.
You better.
Because things are going to be shown. And you need to know the truth about things to know what you need to do in the very near future.
Well, this is the awakening. We've talked about this since 2020. Now we're standing in it because we're getting out of the Pluto return in America, and now it's the awakening. So you cannot be awake and see what's happening if your head's in the sand, and
right.
You cannot be.
Right.
You cannot be. And I'll tell you what, like you say, the technology, space travel, futuristic medical breakthroughs are coming through. It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But, the thing about it is that requires the Pluto return is still in the teardown stages.
Yeah.
So to build things up and make things right, but what I like about Aquarian energy is the fact that it is the collective. If anybody can come together and everybody get along and talk, it's going to be in the Aquarian energy. It's not going to be in the Capricornian energy. It's just not going to happen.
No.
Because that's top down. But if anything, and this Mercury Pluto is a lot of its power struggles, leaders, mundane wise. It can be leaders, it's the swamp, it's things we don't want to see. Mercury it's gonna all come out. It's all,
Yes.
You're right.
Tucker Carlson just did an interview with the leader of a very large country over in Europe. Think about a bear. Okay. That guy. Yeah. Yeah. That guy.
That guy, right?
And you sent me the pictures
That
of some.
guy. Well, yeah, because it's media, it's communications, it's
Yes.
Aquarius.
Yes.
I'm like, look at
Guy
this.
doesn't want WAR.
Nope.
Guy wants PEACE.
Yes.
There are reasons why he's doing what he's doing in that other country. It's because things were hidden from you that you need to know.
That's correct.
And he was taking care of it. And if our last leader would still be our leader, that leader would be assisting that leader in taking care of those issues. Okay. So you really need to do some homework on the reason why that big country over there is in that little country over there.
Well, you better.
Buildings, a lot of buildings, 55 buildings. We can say buildings.
Yeah.
We can say buildings. 55 buildings that should not have been there doing what they were doing, because if it got out,
Yeah.
just say.
I think it's important to be objective and keep the Aquarian mentality of an open mind right now, and just to not be so set in ways that you have to listen. I think you have to listen, but we've got some transits that are coming up next week with a new moon that's got Uranus in there. And we've got the sun is squaring Uranus. I know. So that's just shot. It's electric. It's going to be, God, how you feel. Like, how it is before a tornado hits. And you could just feel before the tornado even comes.
Yeah.
And there's no clouds and the sky's blue. You can feel a tornado coming.
Yes, you can.
That's what it's going to be like on the 7th and 8th. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel something's brewing, something's coming. What's this energy? Just roll with this week. It's good. It's a good thing.
I have actually been through a tornado. I was standing out in the middle. I've been through a few, actually.
Yeah.
I was standing out in the middle of the street drinking a beer with my neighbor. And we were watching the pretty clouds, the green ones and the purple ones and the pink ones and everything. And it was so pretty. The wind had been blowing, raining and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, it was dead still.
Still. No bugs, no chirping, no nothing.
And then you heard it. And when they say it sounds like a freight train,
it does.
Ain't lying.
No.
The next thing I know, our neighbor's front porch roof was flying over their house. He ran, I ran. It's about 30 feet from the street sidewalk to my front door in my old house in Beatrice. And I had 2 trees.
Yeah.
When I set foot on my sidewalk, the wind picked me up and threw me about 10 foot into a tree. I had to crawl another 15 foot before I could stand up. So I was standing in an area because the wind was coming through this alley and it was coming through this alley and meeting right here and doing this. And my son saw it. He thought I was Superman for a long time because Dad flew. He remembers it. He'll tell you. But that was scary. And then I got inside, got everybody down the basement, and it literally picked that house up off the foundation about 3 inches and set it right back down perfectly. It did not break a wire. It did not break a pipe. It did not break a gas line. They say tornadoes can do some amazing things. It can rip a wall out. It can rip this wall out right here, but yet leave every paper on my desk.
They do crazy stuff. They do. But the thing about it is, we've got a new moon, okay? We've got a new moon coming, and everybody knows with the new moon, that's intention time. That's setting intentions, setting goals, and it's in Aquarius.
Which is good.
Which is fantastic. Now, it's going to be with Pluto, though. And the thing about it is we've got Uranus coming in to square this. So we've got a lot, and this is the 9th. There's going to be a lot of electric energy of shock and awe, surprising, and it's going to be just re-roll with between now and we're in the buildup of the biggest transit this year, which is going to be what everybody's going to talk about it, is the Great Conjunction. Remember, we talked about it. It's the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. The Great Conjunction's coming up. It's going to be, well, February. We're going to start feeling it, well, February, March, and April. April it hits, but February and March, we're going to start to feel that electricity.
Oh, we're already feeling it. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Saturday morning TV.
And then on the 10th, so we've got from now until the 9th, building and building and building. And then on the 10th, the moon moves into Pisces where things all calm down. And we got Saturn moving in to calm things down. So if you feel that, like you said, you know that it's like electric, just roll with that and ground your energy.
Yes. It is very important to stay grounded. But new moon with Pluto being involved.
Yes.
Here's something to think about and to remember. New moon, like you specified, is for asking for new things to come in your life. What do you want to materialize in your life?
Correct.
What do you want to manifest for yourself and others in your life?
Correct.
Okay. Pluto tears down to rebuild.
Correct.
So whatever you ask for, something may be torn down in order for that to happen. Now, if you fight it, that same thing may be rebuilt so that you have to go through it again.
Yes.
If you let it flow, accept it, my friend won't talk to me anymore. Okay. Instead of being on your phone, why won't you talk to me? Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Trying to fight it. Just let things flow. See what happens. You're going to be in a better place. Spirit may have heard conversations that you didn't and pick them up and put them over here with their similar people. And he's going to pick your similar people up and keep them up and put them right here, and you'll have a new, better friend.
And this particular new moon is in 21-22 Aquarius. Remember, we always look at Sabian symbols. And what I like about 21-22 is it says faith is not a gift or an opinion, but a decision.
Yes.
It is emotional maturity.
It's a choice.
And this particular Sabian symbol is even through loss, you must have faith and courage. And you stand up for courage and have courage like you've never had it before.
Right here.
Don't accept defeat. That's what the new moon is speaking of. You will not. Don't accept defeat. And I found that very interesting. And even when upset, you practice kindness.
Yes.
That's what that's what the universe is telling us. Even through loss, even through things that could happen, you practice kindness and faith.
Yes.
I thought that's a wonderful message from that Sabian symbol. Oh God, what is it? A Uranus message? Oh, you and your Uranus.
You've been peeking?
Well, you know what? It's just going to be an electric week. I love Uranus.
I've got a question.
Shock and awe, baby.
You mentioned 21 degrees and 22 degrees.
Yes.
We went through 2021, and we went through 2022 after 2020. Then we went through 2023, and we're in 2024.
Right.
So I'm wondering if there are any planets or anything in the 23rd degree and the 24th degree.
I'll look. 23rd and what is it? 23rd, 24th.
Uh-huh.
Let me look.
Maybe
You're the numbers guy. You're the numbers person.
Maybe Spirit is cleaning up those years a little bit.
You think so?
Don't forget the salt, Donna.
Do what?
Oh, Donna said she's getting popcorn. I said, don't forget the salt.
Okay, so what am I looking for? 23
and 24.
Well, right now the moon is in 23, but that changes every 2 days.
Right.
So that doesn't really count, right?
We got 2021, 2022, 2023.
Mars is in 24.
2024. There we go. Consecutive years, consecutive degrees. Spirit's working. Spirit is working.
That's crazy, isn't it? How that does that.
Spirit is working.
Isn't that weird? Mars is in 24. Neptune's 25. Eris, which is Mars' sister, she's in 24. See what Lilith is in. 9. I'm still looking. Yeah, so you got Mars in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Cray.
So consecutive years, consecutive degrees.
It's a little crazy.
So maybe the universe is working on cleaning up those years. What happened in those years maybe beginning to get cleaned up since we're moving into Aquarius.
2024 astrologically is better than any of the years from 2020 forward.
That's
There's
a good thing.
No doubt about it.
We need it.
Make no mistake. I mean, we're going to get a lot of changes. We've got stuff coming that we've got some major transits. We got some huge eclipses, but the eclipse on April the 8th is a good eclipse. It's not that bad. It just brings in change.
Yeah, and it could be a loss or it could be a gain.
It's on the north node. It's on the north node, so it's a gain.
It could be a gain then.
Yeah.
But sometimes we need to lose things in order to gain things.
Well, we'll do that in March.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
When it's Libra sitting on the south node. So you roll with it.
Donna, going with tarot, just looking at numbers, going with communication among peeps to figure out a solid hearth or home. Balance, also a lot of element. Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Huge.
Earth, fire, water, balance. Balance is huge.
Well, it's all energy. And even with tarot, Donna, and I know you'll agree with this too, it's all energy. Like even with the cards or when you sit and give somebody a card reading. It's what they do with that energy. It just sits there. It's not the tarot cards' fault. It's not the planet's fault. It's what you do or what you've manifested or even thought or dealt with that energy. You're in control of it. And it's all about balance.
you decide on if that reading is accurate or if it is not.
That's right.
And while you can ask for a reading about your future, your actions will decide
That's right.
if it comes to fruition. It can be accurate as you know what,
That's right.
but if you walk out of the house and turn left and walk down that way instead of going right and walking down that way, it can change it all.
Yeah, you're right.
It might,
Right.
if you get to number 3, it might be 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. You don't know. It's a number. It's 3. This is going to happen. When is this going to happen? 3. Okay.
Well, when you blame it on whether it's the tarot or whatever, you're not holding yourself accountable for any of your actions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yes.
the planets.
Choose your own adventure story.
That's right. And Donna, I can only give them the message Spirit gives. It's their decision on what they do with it. That's
Exactly.
100%.
And that's just like what we do here. You look at the astrology, I look at spirituality, how it melds together,
And the
and
numbers.
that's how we give our report and the numbers. And what you do with that,
That's right.
it's your business. If you
Right.
choose to ignore us and what we say, that's your business. If you choose to pay attention to what's going on around you and how it's affecting you, it's going to be easier for you to navigate. You're going to have a better understanding of things. But again, it's your business.
And if Mercury and Pluto are together, you got a power play with communications and people are talking, the way they're listening. Don't jump into the mix. You know that it's out there. You're aware of the energy. Don't engage.
You walk into work. You see that drama happening over there. You can hear that drama happening over there.
Right.
Should I go get into that drama?
No.
What do? You go get in that drama. You're curious. You want to know what they're talking about. So you get closer and then they pull you into that drama and no, too late.
Right.
You're in that drama. And since you're in that drama, they're both going to expect you to be on their side, even if you don't want to be on anybody's side. And if you don't pick a side, they're both going to get off at you. But if you pick one, it's a
And they're all tools that the universe has given to people to help them in their journey. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's that simple.
Let me tell you a secret, okay?
Oh God.
The more drama that you get out of your life, the better it's gonna be.
That's right. It's called peace.
Yes. And that's something that's interesting.
It's called peace.
Sometimes peace can resemble boredom.
Yeah.
You are used to all the chaos happening around you, and all of a sudden you find peace and there's nothing happening around you. And you're like, now what do I do? Enjoy it.
Enjoy
Go
peace.
for a walk. Go to the park. Read a book. Watch a movie.
Sit quietly. Do crafting.
I was waiting for that. I was. In that situation, Keith, just wish him love and light.
Yeah. Ugh.
But she's actually
I don't hear that as much anymore.
She's actually got a point there. If somebody does something to you and they exit your life, wish them peace. Wish them happiness.
That's right.
If they make a better person out of themselves in the future. Send them positive energy instead of negative energy.
Wish you were. Wish you were.
It's going to help.
It
It may not help them because they make their own decisions, but I guarantee it's going to help you.
But pay attention. It's not the time to hide your head in the sand. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yes, Renee.
A lot of breakthroughs.
May they be blessed and highly favored.
That's right. That's right. And that's a truth. It's the truth.
Yes, it is. That statement right there. May they be blessed and highly favored. That is a loophole. That is one of the best loopholes there is in this universe.
That's a great loophole. It's a great loophole to get in.
That is the next one in line would be, instead of telling somebody to have a good day, have the day that you deserve. That can go either way.
That's right. How did you plan your day?
May they be blessed and highly favored. Spirit blesses them, favors them, helps them to learn and grow, even though they're going to have to look at their past karma and go through and deal with that and their past lessons. It's going to be brought up, but it's for their greater good so that they can find their peace.
That's right.
However, they're going to be so occupied with what they're going through all of a sudden, they're going to leave you
That's right.
alone.
I love the bomb. I love the bomb. It's true.
Or my favorite, may you blessed as you bless me. Yes.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Or if you're from the South, bless your pea picking heart.
Bless your heart.
There's bless your heart.
Bless your little heart. God bless his heart. I still say that. It's terrible. It's terrible, the things that we pick up from our elders. But that's the week. It's a good week. It's a busy week. It's a hard-working week. But it mellows out by about 5 days or so. But it's not. It's good. They're good transits. They're growth transits. They're intensity. They're, like you say, it's electric.
And growing. You know, when you're a kid and you're growing, you go through growing pains. Your bones are growing. It hurts.
Yep.
When we grow as adults, sometimes it hurts. Hang on a second. Wish who they represent, coworker, partner, sibling, love, healing, good intentions, Aquarius energy. So energy goes to the collective, not directly at them. Nice. Easier for those who are vibrating at lower frequencies to process with the reaction. I like that.
I do too. That's beautiful. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Thank you for that.
And that's so Aquarian thinking. Throw it out on the collective. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful way to look at it and think. That's so Aquarian.
Yes. And a lot of times when you wake up in the morning, you were in a great mood the day before, and you wake up in the morning and you just ain't feeling it. And you're down. Your energy's down, your vibration's down.
Well, absolutely.
Ask yourself, is this mine? Am I going through something right now that would cause this? If no, you may be feeling the collective. And you need to get that out. You need to get that off of you.
Why are you allowing it in? Don't allow it in. And it's tough. Right now, it's not easy.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's true. But you're right. So, well, honey, I've been yapping for 2 hours. So I'm about done. I know you chat for a while.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I
chat
don't.
with the peeps. So Noodles and I are going to be out.
Give Noodles a hug for me.
I will. Give your baby a hug, but don't hug around her head. God love her little heart. But everybody have a great week.
Thank you. Good seeing you.
I'll see you, hon. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
And we'll get the other stuff figured out.
Okay. Bye, hon. Have a great one. Bye,
You too.
everybody. Thank you.
Hi. It's just me. Yeah, exactly. Is it mine or the collective? There's lots of days I wake up and I'm down and out, and I know I shouldn't be. So I have to ask myself that question. Yeah, almost. Not wrong, Linda. Almost alone. Yeah. Good point. Yes. 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 But what I do is I get up, I get my coffee, I sit down on the couch and drink my coffee, and I get my phone and I go through my notifications and the messages that came in at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm sleeping. Turn your notifications down, just saying. And as I'm doing that, I let my mind process. I look at what's going on out there, people's posts, to know where they're at. And that helps me figure out where I'm at for the day. And that helps me get into a decent enough mood to get off my tail and actually go get in my truck and drive to work. I call it my grounding. Whatever you need to do to ground in the morning and figure out where you are, do it. Yes, Renee, it is important to do your dishes. It really is. Because if you don't get your dishes done, it's just going to build up in the sink. It's just going to build up in that sink. Coffee and tarot. Absolutely, Donna. You know, if I had enough time in the morning, I might get my cards out. Maybe I'll start doing that when I get home in the evening. Hi. Hang on a second. Hi. Mr. Odell, how the heck are you doing? What a pleasant surprise.
How are you doing, sir?
I do very well.
Thought I'd pop in and say, hello, sir.
Yeah, the mornings is a perfect time to ground. You know, it really is. You good? You're smiling.
I am smiling. It's a good day.
Yeah, what's the
I
story of the
can't see
smiley
you
face?
working and
What's that?
yeah. I'll be careful of my language. I
Oh,
just want to drop in and say hi and
hi.
hi everybody, and chit chat for a second.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How's work going?
So, it's going okay. It's been kind of slow the last hour, and I figured I'd pop in and letting things go. I can't see you because the signal's that bad here, but I'm looking to my right so I can see you fine here. Hello,
Oh,
Lois. Hello, everybody. Um, but yeah, it's. I figured it would be a great opportunity to jump on and talk a little bit, if you would.
yeah, I got time. I might have to take a quick restroom
Yeah,
break.
yeah. Oh no, I won't keep you on long. Hey, girl. No, I was just jumping on, and y'all had an amazing. I love y'all's conversations all the time. By the way,
Thank
um, absolutely. Oh, now I can see you. I have signal back.
Imagine that.
But yeah, uh, but wanted to talk a little bit about. Well, y'all were talking about the energies and all that changing. Now, Laura Lee actually had a show right before y'all, of course, in the Angel Rock.
Mhm.
And she was talking about how interesting the energies have been changing and more energies are being seen of different types of energies, if you
Mhm.
will. And we're noticing that at the cabin too.
Yeah.
And I thought, good opportunity to jump on here to say hi to everybody and see how they felt about it. Are they picking up anything unusual out there?
Light codes. It's light codes. Our body accepts downloads. Spirit gives us downloads via light codes, like updating your computer or your phone. Got to update your phone. And then it takes that computer or phone a little bit to process that download and put it into the hard drive in order for it to make the programming work better. Well, sometimes those uploads or downloads and upgrades throw a wrench in things and all of a sudden the computer doesn't work right physically, and that it's the same way with your body.
Mhm.
Taxing on your body. You might feel depressed for 3 or 4 days. You might be sore, achy, think you have the flu, even though you have no fever. We call that ascension flu. Um, so if all of a sudden that happens, you feel a lot of energy, and then the next 3 days you're like down and out, just let it process, let it flow. You're gonna come back out of it. Your body is accepting that, and it can be taxed on the body. Just saying.
Absolutely, I agree. Um, but on the,
Yes.
I mean, I usually put out my energy forecast. Um, right now, we're in a transition period when it comes to frequency and energy, when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And we want everybody to be aware of that. Not everything you're seeing is legit. It's changing. It
Mhm.
is changing. Um, even emotions, like y'all were talking earlier on the show. Be aware of your emotions. Keep yourself in check, um, especially for Aquarians and Scorpios.
Yeah, and it's okay to feel your emotions. It really is. I don't care if you're female, male, whatever. Just to clarify, okay. Cover all bases.
Even if you're a cat.
Yes.
Sorry, just got it.
Um,
Oh,
I've
that's no
always,
pun intended. Oh, crap.
I've always identified as a car part. I'm a transmission.
Right.
Just shift some gears.
I just realized what I said. I should have added dog. Cat and dogs. Cat and
Yes.
dogs.
One we left out.
Yeah.
But Patricia brought up another good fact here. I also look up the current ephemeris planets placements. I don't know what that is, but got to be on guard for possible bad energies. Not wrong. People sending bad energies to you can be a thing, and you need to be able to recognize that, negate that,
Yeah.
remove that, and send that crap back.
Well, it's not just to person, but it's also to location too.
No.
I want to bring that up. I mean, um, locations get bombardment from with people's intent and manifesting all the time.
Yeah.
Um, because the sad part is we're human. That means we become belligerent and we're jealous, and we have intent. So people just need to be aware that people will use these emotions, these human emotions, to inspire themselves
Yeah.
to do more actions. Just be
Yes.
aware of that.
And if somebody comes into your house and sits down in your chair, if you don't smudge and remove that energy out of your home, that energy, scientifically proven,
Yeah.
will sit there for 30 days. Science has proven this.
Now think about it. If it sits there for 30 days, what if you encouraging with anger and frustration and unhappiness and sadness?
Yeah, what's that going to cause?
It's a
What's it going to
multiplicity of layers, right?
grow?
It's going to enhance what's already been sent. If something was sent, I'm not saying it all the time. I'm just saying, if something, some energy, some frequency, or even some entity was sent, he's right. It's part of Asian culture too. That's why every 30 to 90 days, there's one piece of furniture that's moved. There's a reason behind
Disrupt the energy flow. Change it. Change the energy.
that. Right. And yes, I see astrology at work every day. Amen, sister.
Yeah. Yeah, Patricia's comment there. Yeah.
So, um, I think I just want to jump on real quick. I think this is my way of delivering my energy forecast with you at
Sure.
this point.
Do it.
Just saying that, travelers, those alike, if you're new or old, um, be aware of what they talked about tonight. Everything's on the board now. It's all on the chalkboard. It's been sketched out for you. But also be aware of personal intent your personal maliciousness. It's
Yes.
human emotions. We need to keep ourselves in check with that through this time period, so we know what direction we're going and we're not using the wrong malicious intent. I know, oxymoron, bear with me, uh, towards a situation that it did not call for. And y'all use the word that I used to have on my show a lot, have the day or the week that you deserved.
Mhm.
That phrase did come from the Orion effect,
Yep.
and it is a good phrase when understanding what that means by the person who's placing that intent out.
Correct. Correct. As long as you say, if I say it to somebody, I purposely put a positive intent into it, even though way deep down inside this Scorpio, there may be negative aspects, but I place the positive into it to attempt to help that person.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, nobody wants to see anybody get hurt legitly. I mean,
No,
if you're wanting to hurt somebody, that means you do not have sympathy and empathy. So we don't want legitly do that.
right.
Oh, I can't put what she put.
So aware today was personal for sure. Intent was thrown and it was felt by her. So,
There you go.
saying.
Yeah, a little salt in the Impala, maybe. Just saying. Just
I got
saying.
salt all over the place. Just
Well, look,
I'm
brother,
salt.
I'm gonna let you get back to your show. I just want to pop in. Thank you for allowing me to say hi because I don't get to jump on your show very often.
Absolutely. We need to do that. We need to get you on the show sometime.
Yeah, we can make it happen. We'll
All
make
right.
it happen.
And just,
Travelers,
ladies and gentlemen, founder of the R.I.F.T Nation Network, Howie O'Dell.
co-founder.
Okay, co-founder.
We all own this energy source. Oh, look, I did so good. I didn't even cuss. Look at
You
me.
did good.
Thank you.
Here, I'll do it for you.
Some of y'all may not know what's going on, but thank you, Keith, for that.
You're
Have
welcome.
a splendid night. See you on the other side.
See you, man. That was a pleasant surprise. All right. On that note, I think me and Renee got some stuff to talk about. So thank you, as always, for hopping on the show tonight. I hope me and Joni helped everybody a little bit. That is our intent. Sometimes it helps us, and that's a bonus. But the main reason why we do this show is for you. So I don't know if I'm going to have a guest next Monday night or not. If not, I will see you in 2 weeks. Well, me and Joni will see you in 2 weeks. Hey, Michelle, thank you. I squirreled. I had a direction I was going. One of the hamsters jumped off the wheel. Hey, Christy, thank you. I don't know. Anyway, Facebook. Go like the RNN network. I am going to stick the link in the chat right now. Many good shows on that network with more coming, more down the line, more down the pike. So, like I said, our main intent is to inform, educate, and learn right along with you, to help you, to heal you, to help ourselves and heal ourselves. So, on that note, I am going to get over to where I need to be. There we go. Y'all have a good evening. Have a great week. Pay attention to what's going on around you and also what's going on within you.